Welcome to Turbo Tales, where we bring you the latest in automotive excitement and deep dives into today's most interesting vehicles. Today we are looking at the 2026 Honda HR-V, exploring what it has to offer in terms of specs, features and how it drives. This compact SUV is designed to blend practicality with modern tech and comfort, so whether you are commuting in the city or heading out for a weekend trip, you'll get a good sense of its capabilities. The 2026 Honda HR-V comes with a 2.0-liter inline four-cylinder engine producing 158 horsepower at 6,500 revolutions per minute and 138 pound-feet of torque at 4,200 revolutions per minute when configured in the US spec version. It uses a continuously variable transmission (CVT) rather than a traditional stepped automatic gearbox, which helps deliver smooth acceleration transitions. You can choose front-wheel drive as standard, with the option of all-wheel drive for added traction when needed. On the dimensions front, the HR-V measures about 179.8 inches in length, 72.4 inches wide and about 63.4 inches in height, varies slightly by trim, with a wheelbase around 104.5 inches. So it's compact enough to manage urban driving but still offers decent interior space. One of the first things you'll notice is the updated exterior styling, which includes options for 17-inch or 18-inch alloy wheels depending on trim, as well as LED headlights with auto on-off, aerodynamic touches and modern design cues. Inside the cabin, the tech upgrades are significant. Every model of the 2026 HR-V now comes with a larger touchscreen infotainment system, 9-inch in many markets, and supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which means you can link your smartphone seamlessly without cables. A wireless phone charger is also available on certain trims, so you don't have to fiddle with charging cables. Other interior touches include good quality materials, comfortable seating for 5 passengers, easy fold-down 60/40 split rear seats for extra cargo flexibility, and smart storage solutions throughout the cabin. In terms of space, you get a generous cargo area for its class, which makes it practical for daily errands or light road trips. On the safety and driver assist front, the HR-V is well equipped. It features the Honda Sensing Suite, which includes forward collision mitigation, lane keeping assist, road departure mitigation, adaptive cruise control with low-speed follow, automatic high beams and more. Some trims also offer blind spot information system with cross-traffic monitor, which enhances safety when changing lanes or reversing. The build quality, braking system, ventilated front discs, solid rear discs and suspension setup, McPherson strut front, multi-link rear, deliver a composed ride and handling that many reviewers describe as refined for the segment. Speaking of ride, the HR-V also includes selectable drive modes, Econ, Normal, Snow, where equipped, that tailor throttle response and engine behavior to suit driving conditions. That means when you're negotiating heavy city traffic or driving in tougher road conditions, you can adjust the drive feel accordingly. Now, how does this translate into real-world performance? With 158 horsepower and modest torque, the HR-V is not exactly a performance monster, but it offers adequate power for everyday driving. Owners report it handles well in the city, is comfortable on highways, and thanks to the CVT it tends to feel smooth rather than jerky. From forum commentary you'll see notes such as it being fine to drive, comfortable enough, though some do comment that when fully loaded with passengers and luggage the acceleration can feel more modest. Fuel economy is decent for the class, though not best in class. For example, US figures for the 2.0L model show combined fuel economy around the high 20s in MPG equivalent. For markets like Pakistan, you'll find published estimates of city figures around 11 to 13 km/L and highway maybe 14 to 15 km/L in one report. So if you're driving regularly in urban stop-and-go conditions or on rough roads, you'll want to consider that. For buyers in Pakistan, the pricing and availability is also an important factor. The HR-V has an ex-factory starting price in Pakistan, for certain trims, around 7 Pakistani rupees and 50 paise -8.9 million depending on variant, VTI, VTIS, E, HEV is reported. So you'll want to check local taxes, duties, on-road costs and availability of service parts before committing. Now, there are some trade-offs worth noting. The power output, while sufficient, is not sporty, especially if you frequently carry full loads or drive in hilly, mountainous regions. As one owner put it, the engine and transmission combination is reliable and simple, but it's no rocket ship. The CVT, while smooth, may not deliver the crisp gear shifts of a traditional automatic or dual-clutch model, and some drivers prefer more feel in a driving experience. Also, some forums mention that while the interior space is good, Tall drivers might wish for more leg room or higher seat position. On the plus side, reliability is a strong point for Honda generally, and spare parts availability in major cities is good. That means over time ownership costs are likely to be more predictable compared with more exotic brands. Design-wise, the HR-V is very well balanced. It blends urban usability and SUV styling without being oversized. That makes parking and maneuvering in busy city areas simpler than many larger SUVs. At the same time, you get a higher seating position, better visibility, and the flexibility to handle a variety of uses. If you're buying for everyday commuting, for family usage or occasional longer trips, the HR-V presents a strong offering. The interior tech, comfort features, driver assistance systems and cargo flexibility all add up to a vehicle that feels modern and capable rather than budget basic. In conclusion, if you are looking for a compact SUV that offers a solid mix of style, technology, safety, practicality and brand reliability, the 2026 Honda HR-V is definitely worth considering. It may not appeal if you demand high performance or turbocharged punch, but if your priorities are comfort, convenience, ease of use and long-term ownership value, then it makes sense. Make sure you evaluate the trim levels carefully, since features vary, and when you test drive, pay attention to how the CVT behaves with the load and how the ride suits your typical roads. If you find that all checks out, then you could be looking at a very good all-round vehicle. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure you hit the subscribe button to stay tuned for more from Turbo Tales.